Thank you so much for watching Angelo Christian live on our YouTube channel. Just getting settled in here tonight. So it's a great night, and actually tonight that we're doing this show, it's Talk with Angelo live. I think you guys can see me okay. Let me just make sure, kind of zooming in here a little bit for you. Hey everybody, good evening. It's Angelo Christian Financial. Thank you so much for watching our show, our podcast. We do Talk with Angelo live every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Time. So I hope everybody is doing really, really well. I do my show, Talk with Angelo Christian, live every 7 p.m. Central. You can ask me any questions that you want with respect to real estate, funding, loans, credit. We're nationwide. Hey, Evelyn, good evening, honey. How are you? What steps should be taken to repair credit before applying for a home loan? First thing I would recommend, Evelyn, that you do is you check out your credit either on angelochristian.com, download your 3 scores, go through your credit report. You can also use MyFICO and go through it and see what you have on your credit. Pay down all your credit cards below 20%. Try to get things deleted, bad credit, get that deleted. You ideally want to have, a 700 credit score or higher before you apply for a home loan. I mean, you don't have to have a 700. For FHA, 620 is good. For conventional, I recommend like a 700 or higher. But you obviously want to have as high as a credit score as you possibly can. So I hope that makes sense. So, but yeah, you guys can ask me any questions that you want here on the talk show. So it's an open book, whether it's about loans, real estate, mortgages, investments, credit. Remember, we do all different types of funding. We do FHA, VA, USDA, conventional. This is a chance for you guys to tune in, talk with me, and ask me any questions that you want about loans or whatever. We do all different types of funding. We're a nationwide commercial and residential lender. We have, just a ton of different programs specialized. Good evening, Kevin. Good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. So we have commercial, hard money, private loans, no documentation loans, self-employed jumbo bank statement loans, HELOC loans, investor lines of credit, FHA, VA, conventional, all different types of loan programs to help you guys out there. And so that's our mission. Our mantra is to try to help you to get funding so you can get pre-approved so you can purchase your home. That's really our objective here with the company. So I started the company in 2005, right after I got out of college, and I've been doing this ever since, helping folks all over the country overcome, challenges, helping them to purchase their home, close on their property. And we have all different types of loan programs that we do because we're a nationwide lender. And we really think of ourselves as out of the box. We try to do things different. We try to be different. And then every Thursday, another cool thing that we do, 7 p.m. Central, is we give away a free $100 Amazon gift card. So we'll give you guys, whoever the lucky winner is, we'll send you out a free Amazon gift card that you get to, obviously use for your choice. That'll be emailed out to you, and you can use that for whatever you want to use it for. It's a free $100 Amazon gift card. So we're thinking about also, I don't know what you guys think about this. We're thinking about moving Talk with Angelo over to Sunday evening at 5 o'clock. We thought, it'd be a better time to have the talk show, and people will be, less busy on Thursday with, because, Sunday usually people have more time. I know that I do. Thursdays are usually very crazy for me, so I don't know how it is for you guys. I don't know what you guys think about that. We're thinking about moving the Talk with Angelo over to Sunday at 5 p.m. Hey, Shirley, good evening, hon. How are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. So I don't know what you guys think about that, but we were thinking about moving Talk with Angelo. If you have any comments about that and you're okay with us, or you think it's a better idea to move Talk with Angelo over to Sunday at 5, let me know. I'm curious to know what you think about that. So some things that are going on right now in the market. I do want to talk about what's going on in the real estate market right now. So interest rates have come back down. They've actually come down a little bit, about 50 basis points from about a month ago. I don't know if you guys recall, about a month ago, interest rates, they kind of ballooned up. They skyrocketed. Interest rates have actually come back down. So it's encouraging because you can get a low rate again like at 3%, 30-year fixed, 2.9, 3.25, somewhere in there, for a 30-year fixed mortgage, depending on the type of loan that you're doing. It's all variable on the type of loan that you're doing. So, but that's good because they've come back down, and sometimes that happens in the market where you can get a little bit lower rate, so you can get a lower payment. So now is a great time to buy. I'm also seeing that the market, March was a very hot month. April was a very hot month. It seems like May has somewhat cooled off a little bit slightly. So because what we've seen is it's been a seller's market, and it's been so accelerated that it's just been absolutely ballistic. It's been insane. I've never seen the market this hot in my life. Like we've talked about, I mean, you have 20 people lining up to buy a house, and 5 of them are cash offers. I mean, it's very intimidating, if you're a buyer. So it seems like that's pulled back a little bit, and people are, trying to. It seems like there's more inventory that's about to hit the market. A lot of the foreclosure moratoriums are getting ready to go away in June. So we're expecting, according to the National Association of Realtors, that there's going to be a huge surplus of homes that are going to hit the market. And you've heard about that, this past week in Congress, that the judge had, stroked down the idea about extending foreclosure reliefs, and that those properties that people haven't been paying the payments on are going to hit the market. And a lot of people, there's going to be a lot of inventory that hits the market. I think it could bring out more buyers, and because there's going to be more inventory, because that's been the biggest challenge right now, is there's been lack of inventory on the market. And so it's bid up the price of homes. So hopefully now, with more inventory coming on the market, and if it's a flood of foreclosures, it could be potential for more people to buy more homes, especially at a discount. The only thing which is the unknown variant right now, is obviously what's going to happen with interest rates through the summer and the fall. If they go higher, it could pull back purchasing, but nobody really knows for sure. Interest rates are, they're low right now, and they're attractive. So these are important things to think about, because if you're looking to buy a home, the summer could be your opportunity. If you've been someone out there that's been struggling to find a home, there is supposed to be more homes hitting the market in the next 60 days, and you might be able to find your home. And it may be your dream home. It could be a foreclosure. You never know. And it could be a beautiful house. So just be on the lookout for that if you see something in your area, because a lot of foreclosures are supposed to be hitting the market this summer, and you could find your new home. So, and remember, if you need help with any funding, you can always call or text our office at 832-431-6331, or in the YouTube description, you can actually click on the link to get signed up to get pre-approved with Angelo Christian. We're open 7 days a week for you also. So you can call or text our office at 832-431-6331. And if you have any questions about loans, you're trying to get information, please reach out to us. We're here for you to help you unconditionally, to try and figure out your deal, how we can help you with funding your deal, whether it's commercial or residential. We have all different types of loan programs to be able to help and help you and cater to you. So really some new products that are coming out in the market right now that are really, really hot. So right now we have a special jumbo self-employed bank statement loan, no tax returns needed. You can go up to a $2.2 million purchase price, and with only 10% down. That's an awesome program. You don't need tax returns. You don't need to even have, your closing costs, you can get those included sometimes. It's hard right now because it is a seller's market, but you can get up to 6% for closing costs. But that's an awesome program if you're self-employed. You don't need tax returns. That's a really hot program for self-employed people. We also have a 1-year tax return self-employed program, where you just have to disclose 1 year of taxes. Hey, good evening, Anne Marie. I hope you're doing good. So you only have to disclose 1 year of taxes for the self-employed program, and that's with as little as 10% down, and sometimes it can be as high as 20% down. But that's a great program too, because you don't need 2 years of tax returns. Most lenders require 2 years of tax returns. We only require 1 year of tax returns, and you can get your home purchased. So, and we offer that program nationwide. So that's a great program too, because a lot of people, maybe in 2019 you had less income in 2020 you had more income and you just want to show 2020 income, you don't want to show 2019 income because the income was too low. So 1 year tax return is a strong program. Also a really, really fantastic, one of my favorite loan programs is the VA Jumbo Loan. You can literally buy a home with the Veterans Administration, get 0 down and 100% financing, no loan limit. I'm helping one of my good friends right now to be able to purchase their $2 million home with the VA and get 100% financing with a 2.9% interest rate and no PMI. I mean, you can't beat that deal. I mean, it's insane. You can literally get 100% financing with the VA and get 0% down. I mean, it's a phenomenal opportunity. Hey, Dennis, good evening, bud. How are you? So I appreciate it. You guys have any questions, always feel free to ask me. You guys are my inspiration. You give me always ideas to talk about on my show and to come up with new content. So I love all your questions. You guys always have great questions for me. Also, remember, if you're wanting to get into real estate, we have Real Estate University, which is an online platform that I built, and you can learn how to become a top producer with Real Estate University. It has over 1,000 hours of content. There's two different platforms. There's one for real estate agents and one for loan officers. So it's two different platforms. You can learn how to become a top producer with Angelo Christian. So check out Real Estate University online. It's a great program. Remember, we have all different types of funding programs to help you guys, whether it's FHA, VA, USDA, conventional, jumbo loans. Another big question that we get a lot of any of our videos we produce. I mean, we literally have on our YouTube channel, guys, over 700 videos. I've been shooting videos on YouTube since 2016. And that's why it gave me the inspiration to start a YouTube channel to educate you guys and empower you about what things are. But basically, we produce 4 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. They come out at 6 a.m. And you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up, please. We need your support. We need all your help to give us a big thumbs up. But you can learn and watch a lot of people, they call me and say, hey, Angelo, I love your channel. I learned so much from your show, from your channel. You've taught me so much about loans and funding and real estate and credit. I couldn't have done it without you. So that means a lot to me. And so, but we produce a lot of information. Then we have a ton of information on our Instagram. If you go to official Angelo Christian, you can check out my Instagram, and then you can see all the information that we publish on our Instagram channel. We have about 40,000 subscribers on Instagram and about 64,000 subs on YouTube, and that really helps us with our channel. So we work, endlessly, and our production team, Jeff, our marketing manager, to really get you guys great content to deliver to you guys to enrich your life, empower you, so you can make the best informed decision when getting a mortgage or getting a loan to buy a property. So if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to let me know. I'm happy to answer those. Hey, what's up, Arnaldo? What's going on? Good to see you, Arnaldo. Good. Thank you so much for watching the channel and the show with Angelo Christian. I really appreciate you watching the YouTube live. We've been doing this now for about 2 months, and we've gotten really, really good feedback with the YouTube live. People like the live stream, like to chime in, ask me questions, talk to me. So I appreciate you guys watching the show and the channel. And thank you for giving me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. If you guys can give me a big thumbs up on the channel, that means a lot to me. We work really hard to help you guys. Remember, every Thursday, too, we give a... Thank you, Evelyn. Thank you, sweetheart. So the other thing is, like I said, every week we give away a free $100 Amazon gift card. That's just a little perk that we give out to help you guys. I'll ask you a test question. Whoever answers the question first gets a $100 Amazon gift card. It's just something that we do to give back to help people. So, and we're going to be doing more of those. And like I said, we're thinking about moving the time to Sunday at 5 o'clock. I thought it'd be kind of neat. More people would kind of tune in because there's less traffic on Sunday than there. Hey, Arnaldo, thank you, buddy. Thank you so much for watching the show. Appreciate that. Thank you, man. So, anyway, that's what I'm kind of seeing what's going on in the market right now. Those are some of the new programs that we have coming out. The other thing that's also like we talked about, that's really strong right now for first-time buyers. We're expecting to see the Biden tax credit that's supposed to be released this summer. That was introduced in the Congress last week. So hopefully that thing gets signed. Hey, Derek, for first-time buyer, can you LLC your property? So that's a great question, Derek. And so the way that works is if you're going to live in the house, okay, you can buy it with your LLC. Okay, Sunday is good. Thank you. I think Sunday is good too. I think that would be good. Thank you, Evelyn. So yes, to answer your question, you could put your primary in your LLC. Have two reverse mortgages. Hey, Marvin, great question. So, Derek, your question is yes, you can have your primary as your LLC, but then you have to lease it back to yourself. So you can buy the property as your primary, be in an LLC, then you lease it back to yourself as an individual. So that's how that works. Marvin, to answer your question, no, unfortunately, you can only have one reverse mortgage at a time. So a borrower cannot have two reverse mortgages. You only have one reverse mortgage at a time. And for those of you guys that know what a reverse mortgage is, that is a loan for senior citizens that are 62 or over. And basically, they don't have to make any more house payments on their home. They could even take cash out, but it's a great program that seniors can use to keep their home and stop making payments if they have a massive amount of equity. So great program for senior citizens. I think it's a great product. It's not for every senior citizen, but it's a really good program. But you can only have one reverse mortgage at a time, Marvin. So you can, if you pay off the first one, you can get a second one, but they just won't let you have two at the same time. So I hope that answers your question. So the other thing that I think that is really, really important right now that I'm seeing is if you are a real estate... I'm sorry I missed your question, Evelyn. That popped up so fast. If you could ask me again. Something about a credit sweep. I think you asked me or something. So the one thing I think that's really important right now, I do want to talk about, if you're a real estate investor, I would say get ready, because I think there's going to be a lot of properties, a lot of foreclosures hitting the real estate market this summer, and you might be able to scoop up a lot of great deals. One of my good friends, he's a huge real estate investor here in Texas, and he has he's looking at over $16 million in real estate REO foreclosed property that he's getting ready to purchase all over, in Texas. And the banks just have a ton of loans and assets on their books that they're getting ready to unleash. And they're like at 50 to 60 cents on the dollar, 70 cents on the dollar. I'm talking about beautiful properties. They just need a little bit of, lipstick, a little bit of cleanup, and they're worth a lot of money. So I think that's a great time, a great opportunity for you guys to be thinking about purchasing a home because of how hot the market is. Okay, so should I pay for a credit sweep? It depends on what you're getting with the credit sweep, Evelyn. I would say possibly no. You could probably just look at your own credit. What is the credit sweep going to do for you? And I would say make sure that there's some type of strong representation or warranty or something that it's going to do for you. I just wouldn't pay for that. I don't even think you might even need it. You can probably just check your own credit and see what you have on there. I don't know. But I would say just check on that before you actually spend the money. You probably don't need to. But let's find out, what is the credit sweep offering you? That's what I would ask first. What is it actually going to give you? And if it's worth it, go for it. But if it's not, then don't do it. But consolidating student loans. That's a good idea. That's a good idea to consolidate student loans. I'm not sure if the credit sweep is going to be able to do that for you. If it is, that's a great idea. But if it's not, then you just have to find out what it's offering you. If it's offering you something great, then go for it. But if it's not, then I don't know if it's gonna. How much are they charging you for the credit sweep, Evelyn? And what else are they gonna be doing for you? That's what I would just pry into a little bit more to figure out what they're going to be offering you. I got pre-approved for a mortgage with your company. It stated it's good until August 1st. Yes, that's right, Anne Marie. Yeah, if you got pre-approved for us through August, that's fine. And if you can't find a home in August, we can extend it through you to November. So I hope that helps answer your question. So yeah, usually pre-approvals are good for 3 months. If you can't find a home within 3 months, we can extend it for another 3 months for you. But that's usually how long pre-approvals are good for. It's for 3 months. So, and if you can't find a home, we can extend it for another 3 months for you. So I hope that helps answer your question. Because if your pre-approval is good through August and you don't find a house, then we can extend it through November for you too. So just keep that in mind. Oh yeah, don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. We can help you. So we just gotta work through it with you. So another thing that oh hey, what's going on, Ed from New York? Good to see you. So another thing I want to talk to you about is to strengthen. I have a minor issue: 3 cars, 3 student loans, and a car loan. Okay. Well, I mean, just be careful. I mean, yeah, if you think the credit sweep's going to be good and you trust the company, go for it. I mean, that's all I can say. If you don't trust them, then don't do it. But if you trust them, go for it. So if they do a good job and they got good reviews, like you look at my company, we have a 4.7 rating. I think it should be 5, but it's a 4.7 on Google. We have 300 plus reviews. There are some on there that are fake reviews, some people, and we've had to try to get those removed, but pretty much, everyone's really, really happy with our service. We do try very hard to help our clients as best we can. Doing a mortgage loan, it's not an exact science. It's not perfect. It's sometimes there's a lot of things that are out of our control because there's so many working parts, but we try very hard to help people to the best of our ability. Okay. And we care about people. Well, we really a lot, and I wish I had more hours in the day to help all the people that reach out to us, because we get thousands of people that call us, and I'm just one person. I have a team behind me that helps me, and we try really, really hard to help you guys and make a difference. So I appreciate you guys always watching the show and tuning in, and I hope that it's been educational for you and impactful. You've learned a lot of great content, a lot of good information. One of the things I wanted to talk about earlier is, so right now, because of how hot the market is, to make your offers look better if you're trying to buy a house. Thank you. I appreciate it, Anne-Marie. Appreciate you. That means a lot to me. Thank you. I'm glad that you think that. Ed, I was the one that asked about self-employed loans. We do self-employed loans. Yes, sir. Thank you, Ed. Now it depends on the type of loan that you're trying to do. Self-employed, ideally in New York, the best program is going to be a 1-year tax return for self-employed. The bank statement loan in New York is pending right now. So New York is a tough state to get licensed in for that program. Okay, so it's not because we don't want to lend in that state for that program. It's just that state, New York State, is a tough state. There's a lot of laws in New York State, and that product hasn't really come around in that state, unfortunately. The bank statement program I'm talking about. Now, the 1-year tax return, we can make that loan in your state. You just have to show 1 year of self-employed tax return in New York. Now, in any other state around you, like New Jersey or Connecticut, Pennsylvania, we can do the 12-month bank statement program. That's not a problem, but it hasn't gone through in New York State yet. So in New York State, I can help you with actually, I might be able. I gotta check and see. Let me check. Let me double check that, Ed. I think I have one investor lender that will do New York State with a bank statement. I gotta check. I'll check that. I'll get back to you about that. That's it. I gotta check. Please text me or call me at 832-431-6331. I can talk to you about that more and see if we can help you with your request for New York State on a bank statement program. So we offer them nationwide, like in pretty much all the rest of the country. It's just some of the East Coast states are a little tougher. So I just got to check to make sure. So, but anyway, the thing that I want to talk about is, remember in the home buying process that there's 4 stages of getting the loan. Okay. And what I'm seeing right now is time and time again from realtors, they want to make sure that you have a legitimate bona fide approval letter. So they don't want to see a pre-qualification. They don't even want to see a pre-approval anymore. They want to see that you either have a verified approval or you have a loan commitment to purchase your property. Okay, because they're tired of, chasing people that aren't really qualified for a loan, or because the market's so hot and they're getting cash offers that they want to make sure your loan will stick. That's a verified approval letter, and that's going to work. Okay, so what do I mean by a verified approval letter? That means it has more power, more clout than a pre-approval letter. It shows on the top of the letter you have a verified approval. That your credit, your income, your assets have been verified, and you're good to go to purchase a home. The only thing that you need to get is an appraisal. And that's strong, because that's as far as you can go before you can go under contract, and it shows the seller and the realtor that you're a serious buyer and that you can qualify for the loan. So I recommend that you get a verified approval, so that way you can qualify for the loan to get the best deal and you can win the bid on the property. Now, it is more work, and you're going to have to go through more of a process to supply your bank statements, your tax records, your pay stubs, your W-2s, your broker, your 401k statements, but it'll at least help you to qualify for the loan. Okay, so just remember that there's 4 stages to the loan approval process. You have pre-qualification, pre-approval, verified approval, and loan commitment, and you want to try to get that done as soon as possible, because it'll help you when you're out there shopping for homes to win the offer on your property. So just keep that in mind, because you want to make sure, because here's the thing. Imagine that you're the listing agent and you have homes for sale, and you get a pre-qualification letter and then you get a verified approval letter. Which one are you going to take? Well, you're going to take the verified approval, because you want to make sure that loan is going to close. Right? Because that seller hired you as the listing agent to make sure the deal goes through. Right? And they're gonna be checking to make sure that you did your due diligence to make sure that loan closes. So I can't stress that enough, how important that is, because you don't want your deal to fall apart because you didn't get a verified approval or a loan commitment. You just got a pre-qualification. So that's very important, to make sure that your loan will go through processing, that it'll actually close. So that's an important topic. The other thing that I think that we talked about a lot of stuff tonight. We talked about the foreclosure and a surplus of inventory hitting the market this summer. We talked about interest rates have come down. We talked about the Biden tax credit. What else do we have? So we talked about the home buying process, what to expect, and that it's not a perfect world. You're going to have challenges when buying a home. It's not always sunshine and rainbows. It's not always peaks and valleys. Sometimes you're going to have a tough time, and you have to just stick the course. Remember, I always say, same team, same dream. We're on the same team to help you to get the loan approved, help you to close on the loan, help you to get your property. So let's work through it together to figure it out. And we're going to do everything we can in our power to help you to qualify for you to be able to buy your home. We're going to do whatever it takes to help you to get approved for that loan. That's our commitment here with Angelo Christian, that we're going to push as hard as we can to get you approved, to get you the funding for you to be able to buy your house. That's why we're here, to be able to help and service you, whether it's an FHA loan, a VA loan, a conventional loan, a USDA loan. That's our purpose. Our mission is to help you to enrich your life, to take your life to the next level, so you can have the best life possible with your family. There's nothing better than having your home, your new home, your house to live in, to celebrate your, Christmas, to celebrate your Easter, to celebrate your Thanksgiving. The house is everything. That's where you're going to spend most of your life, is in your house. And the house is a very powerful thing. So we try very hard to make that a very special engagement for you. Okay? So keep that in mind, because I can't stress that enough of how important it is for you guys to be able to purchase your home. And remember that, hey Marvin, what are the basics of the Biden program that was approved? Well, good question, Marvin. So basically, the idea behind the Biden tax credit is that you can get up to $15,000 for your down payment and your closing costs. Now, you're not going to get that money in cash, but you're going to get that money to be applied towards your down payment and your closing cost. And so they require you to be a first-time buyer. So the definition of a first-time buyer is somebody who hasn't owned a home in the last 3 years. All right? And you have to have at least a 660 or higher credit score. So your FICO score has to be 660 or higher, okay, to be able to get that loan. And then the other thing is that your income has to be below $70,000 a year. So if you're a first-time buyer, your credit score is 660 or higher, your income is below $70,000, then you have the potential, the opportunity to be able to qualify for this tax credit. So let's say that you go to purchase a $200,000 home and your down payment is 3.5%, that's $7,000, and your closing costs are $10,000, then the total that you have to bring to closing is $17,000, right? That's what you see on the settlement statement. I got to bring $17,000 to closing. Now, the tax credit, the way that'll work is that'll come in and give you the $15,000. So then you only need to do what? You only need to bring $2,000 to closing, because you got a $15,000 tax credit, the Biden tax credit, and that will reduce your cash to close from $17,000 down to $2,000 because you got a $15,000 tax credit. Now, the implications of if that has to be repaid, if it's a grant, it's a loan, it's a lien, we don't know that yet. I don't know the implications of how that's going to be repaid if you claim it on your income taxes or whatever you do. I don't know, right? But I know that I do know that it's something that's going to have to be addressed, and so it's not going to be free, or maybe it will. I don't even know. It could be forgiven. I don't know. It could be, but that's what the Biden tax credit's about. And it's great. It's great. I'm a big advocate of it. I think it's great because the biggest hang up that I see with people is they run short of funds to close. So they get pre-approved, but then they don't have $17,000 to bring to closing, right? They have $9,000, they have $5,000, they have $12,000, but they don't have $17,000. So this tax credit is going to help stimulate the economy even more. And I'm a big advocate of it. I think it's a great thing. I think it's going to do wonders for people. Because a lot of people can use that help to be able to purchase a home. I just hope that the tax credit doesn't have negative repercussions, right? So that, because what if they do a second lien on your house? People aren't going to want that, so maybe it'd be a forgivable grant, or maybe you have to claim it as income on your income taxes. I don't know what the requirements are going to be, but I think that, it's fine. It's just part of the process of, buying a house, and it could really help out a lot of people. I would bet, there's millions of people out there that could benefit from the tax credit, and that aren't buying a house. They're continuing to rent because they lack the funds. They don't have the extra money to be able to put down on buying a house. So, but it's a great question, and so I'm a big advocate of helping people with home ownership. I'm a big advocate of FHA, a big advocate of VA. VA is my favorite loan program, and I love helping veterans. So if you guys know any veterans that are looking to get a mortgage loan, have them reach out to me. They can call or text me at 832-431-6331. We're always here to help our veterans. So the people that have served in the military. You can use your benefits to buy multifamily. There's no loan limits with the VA. You get a jumbo VA with 0 down, 100% financing. It's a phenomenal, the best home loan program. Hey, Dr. Kim, how much house can you buy in a first-time buyer program? The most that you can buy, Dr. Kim, that's a great question. You can go up to, the highest that you can go with conventional is like 575, 575,000, and then FHA the most. Okay, let me also. I don't know where you live, so it depends. If you live like in Los Angeles, you can go up to 850. If you live in Texas, you can go up to maybe 575 on conventional, and then FHA is like 400. So it depends on where you live, okay, and that will determine how much you can go up to, okay. So great question. Is just going to depend on where you're at. So I actually like that question. How much can you go up to with a first time buyer loan? So that's a great question. So I'm going to probably make a video about that. I like that question. So because a lot of people don't think about that. How much? Because a lot of first time buyers think they can just get FHA. They don't know they can do conventional with first time buyer programs, and you can get a lot of assistance for first time buyers. Remember that for a first time buyer, you can do VA, you can do conventional, you can do FHA, and then you can also do USDA. USDA is a phenomenal program. It's zero down, 100% financing through the Department of Rural Development, and you can get 100% financing, even get your closing costs included, get a low fixed interest rate. Now, USDA has more stringent requirements than FHA. They have a tight debt ratio, a maximum debt ratio, usually 43, 44%, whereas FHA is more liberal and go up to 56% debt ratio. But the awesome thing about USDA is that it's zero down, 100% financing. Okay, and you have to buy in a rural area. So like if you're in Houston, you'd have to buy on the outskirts of Houston. Kind of like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Houston. Well, like Porter, New Caney, Hockley,